Assalamualaikum. We are from section 01A, subject BCS 3143 Software Project Management. Our group name is A6, consists of Muhammad AMIRUL Adam, NASRIN SYAMIMI, EMIRIN, and Muhammad AMAL FARIS. So today we are going to present our project 3. For question A, provide the information of the 5 types of technical risks for developing these apps. The description with example. The first one is integration risk. So this risk occurs when integrating third-party tools or system with tutor links. Failures or incompatibility can delay the system functionality or cause unexpected behaviors. So for example, tutor links relies on a third-party payment gateway for session payments. If the API is incompatible, it has frequent outages or delays. The payment process may fail, leading to dissatisfied users and incomplete bookings. And for the second one is data security risk. So the security vulnerabilities in the system can lead to data breaches, unauthorized access, or data loss. As the system involves sensitive data, such as user profiles, payment, and communication, robust security measures are required. For example, if user passwords are stored without encryption, attackers could exploit the system to access user accounts and sensitive data. This can violate data protection regulations like GDPR and damage trust in the platform. Next, I will pass to Adam.
Okay, thank you. So for the third technical risk is the performance risk. Performance risk is performance issues that arise when the system cannot handle the expected number of users or load, like slow responses, crashes, or downtime can impact user experience and adoption. For example, like during peak usage times, let's say like exam session seasons, if 1,000 students simultaneously try to book tutors, the system might slow down or crash due to insufficient server capacity or poor database optimization. So for the fourth technical risk is requirement misalignment risk. This risk happen when the system does not meet user requirements due to unclear or incomplete specifications during the requirement gathering phase. For example, like if student require advanced filtering options, like for example, by tutor rating, price, or time, but this feature is overlooked during development, the system will fail to meet user expectations and require rework. And for the final technical risk is the technology stack risk. This is the risk of choosing inappropriate or outdated technologies, frameworks, or programming languages, leading to system inefficiencies or high maintenance costs. For example, if the development team selects an obsolete programming framework, for example, like unsupported version of Angular JS to build tutoring, future upgrades and bug fixes will be costly and time consuming, potentially requiring a system rewrite. So for the B, I pass to Amal Faris.
For question B, describe the contingency plan that includes people, tools, and costs. Number 1, integration risk. For people, assign a system integration specialist to monitor third-party tools and ensure compatibility. Involve backend developers to implement alternative solutions quickly. For tools, select backup tools such as secondary payment gateway provider, as example PayPal. For cost, allocate 5,000 for alternative API or license. Allocate 2,000 for testing tools and additional developer hours. Number 2, data security risk. For people, engage a cyber security specialist to audit and secure the system. Train developers on secure coding practices. For tools, implement tools such as SSL certificates, encryption libraries, as example AES 256 and firewalls. Use vulnerability scanners for system checks. For cost, allocate 6,000 for security tools and license. Allocate 4,000 for the cybersecurity specialist consultation, fees, and developer training. Number 3, performance risk. For people, assign a performance engineer to conduct load testing and identify bottlenecks. Engage the DevOps teams to optimize server configurations. For tools, use tools such as JMeter or Log Ninja for load and performance testing. Use cloud-based servers. As example, AWS autoscaling to handle peak load. For cost, allocate 8,000 for cloud services and load testing tools. Allocate 3,000 for performance optimization and developer hours. Next, I will pass to Nasrin.
Okay, for the fourth is requirement misalignment risk. So the people that assign are business analysts to perform detailed requirement gathering and reviews and conduct user interview or user acceptance testing UAT involving key stakeholder. Next is the tools. So we can use Jira to track requirement and changes and conduct mockups using Figma to validate the UI and UX before the development. And for the cost, we allocate 5,000 ringgit Malaysia for the user feedback session and tools, and allocate around 3,000 for analysts and testing personnel's hours. So number 5, lastly, is technology stack risk. So the people are involved are a technical architect to validate the technology stack before the implementation and allow technical reviewer to evaluate frameworks periodically for scalability. And the tools are use code quality tools like Sonar Cube to assess the maintainability and performance of the chosen tech stack and maintain a technology backup plan using alternative libraries or frameworks. So the cost for this is allocate around 4,000 for technology assessment, tools and reviews, and allocate 5,000 for personal hours to research and implement alternative if needed. So next is question C. Using a risk register, address the information of risk management for this project. So the first risk is for the risk ID is R1. The description is integration issue with the third party payment gateway. And the risk owner is me, NASRIN BINTI SUHAIMEE. And the risk trigger is payment failures or frequent API outages impacting transaction. The risk category is technology, and the probability of its happening is 2. The impact is 3, and the PI score is 6. Expected result no action is fail or delayed payment processing leading to user dissatisfaction and potential loss of revenue. And the risk response type is mitigate, and the response trigger is repeated payment gateway outages or API incompatibility detected. So the response owner is NASRIN SUHAIMEE, and the response description is implement backup payment gateways and monitor API compatibility regularly. And lastly, expected impact of the response is reduced impact on the payment processing by ensuring alternative solutions are ready. So next, I will pass back to the next risk owner.
So for the next risk is the R2. The description is security vulnerabilities leading to unauthorized access or data breaches. The risk owner is Muhammad AMIRUL bin Muhammad Nazri. The risk trigger is detection of unencrypted or sensitive data or vulnerability reports from security scans. The risk category is security. The probability of this happening is 3 and the impact is 3. The PI score is 9, which is very, very not good. The expected result if no action is taken is potential data breach causing regulatory non-compliance, user trust issues, and financial loss. The risk response type for these issues is mitigate. The response trigger is to discovery of vulnerabilities in code or during penetration testing. The response owner is again Muhammad AMIRUL bin Muhammad Nazri. The response description is apply encryption, install firewalls, and train developers in secure coding practices. The expected impact of the response is minimized risk of breaches and improved compliance with data protection regulations. So now I'll pass to Amal Faris.
For the third risk ID R3, the description is system are unable to handle high user load during peak times. For risk owner, Muhammad Amal Faris bin Nasir, this trigger slow system performance, frequent crashes, or increased server response time during testings. Risk category, performance, probability of this happening is 3, impact 2, PI score is 6. Expected result, poor user experience leading to decreased adoption and reputational damage. Risk response type, mitigate. Response trigger, load testing result reveal server limitations under high traffic conditions. Response owner, Muhammad Amal Farid bin Nasir. Report description, optimize server configurations and implement cloud-based auto-scaling mechanisms. Expected impact of response, improve system stability and performance under high traffic conditions. Next, I will pass to EMIRIN.
For the fourth risk ID is R4. For this description, misalignment of system features with user expectations. And risk owner is AMIRUL BINTI Liang. Risk trigger, user feedback highlighting missing critical features or difficulty navigating the system. And for risk category requirements, probability 2, impact 2, PI score 4. And for the expected result, no action, user dissatisfaction and rework caused due to inadequate or missing functionalities. Risk response type, mitigate. And for response trigger, feedback from UAT or pilot testing indicates misalignment with user needs. And for response owner is AMIRUL BINTI Liang. Response description, conduct detailed requirement reviews and incorporate user feedback sessions. And lastly, for its expected impact of response is improve alignment with user expectations, reducing reward and increasing satisfaction. Lastly, I will pass to Adam.
So for the last risk is R5. The description is use of outdated or inappropriate technology stack. The risk owner is me, Muhammad AMIRUL Adam bin Muhammad Nazri. The risk trigger is discovery of limited support and scalability issues with the chosen technology stack. The risk category is technology. The probability of its happening is 2. The impact is 3. The PI score is 6. The expected result if no action is taken is high maintenance costs and potential need for a system rewrite in the future. The risk response type is mitigate. The response trigger is regular technology reviews, highlights scalability or support issues. The response owner is Muhammad AMIRUL Adam bin Muhammad Nazri. The response description is validate the technology stack and maintain alternative libraries or frameworks. The expected impact of response is reduced risk of scalability issues and better long-term maintainability of the system. So these technical risks must be monitored and addressed throughout the project lifecycle to ensure total links success. Uh, so the so that is all from all of us. So thank you very much for listening.